Hi there, my name is Jose Gamez. I'm an accounting graduate student at Stephen F. Austin State University. The book that I picked out to read for Learning from Leaders Scholarship Competition is Never Split the Difference, Negotiate as Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss. The book was recommended by Eric Miller. The reason I chose this book is because no matter at what career you choose to go into, you're going to need to know how to negotiate, whether that be in accounting, marketing, or management. In the book, it highlighted different tactics that professionals use to negotiate. These tactics could be used in everyday life. The author of the book, Chris Voss, used to be a high stakes hostage negotiator for the FBI. In this book, he discussed what he has learned throughout his countless negotiations and life and death situations. In this book, he talked about different tactics and gave multiple examples of how they could be effectively used in the real world, not just when he worked as an FBI agent. One of the tactics that he mainly pointed out at was the open-ended question. How can I do that? Gives the person you're negotiating with a sense of control, and you could use that to work in your favor. You could also use the open-ended question to have the other person you're negotiating with to give you the solution to your problem. Another negotiation tactic that he mentioned about is never use a single number. When negotiating salaries or the price you're trying to pay, always give a range. The first number you should throw out is about 65% of the price that you want to pay. Throughout the negotiation, you could either stay at that price and try to negotiate or keep going up to 70 to 85%, depending how do you feel the negotiation is going. You should be a little bit flexible in order to get that targeted amount. Chris also talked about how to say no without using the word no, how to reject an offer without sounding too harsh or too cruel. This will have the other negotiator negotiate with themselves to see if the price they gave is fair. It is difficult to understand the above negotiation principle without seeing it being used. The following skit will demonstrate the above tactics being used.
So, how was the drive? I mean, man, what else can I say? It's a smooth ride. It felt just like how I dreamt. When I was a teen, I always decided to have a car just like this one. That's great to hear, man. And you could have this baby for 46,000. I'm sorry, but that's just too expensive for me. Well, how much were you willing to pay for it? Well, I was looking at somewhere around probably $39,000, but I could pay it all in cash. I have it with me. I could pay it up front right now. I'm sure you can understand, but we can't just possibly give you the car at that price. But if you want, you can finance it for 46,000. I'm sorry, but how am I supposed to do that? I haven't been building up my credit. Let me go talk to my manager real quick to see what I could work out with him. Okay, so I got great news. My manager gave me the okay to drop the price to $43,000. It's a beautiful car. I really can't tell you how much I fell in love with this car. I think it's worth $46,000 and more, but at that price, I can't afford it. Give me one more second. Let me go talk to my manager again. Okay. Okay, so I have even better news. He says I have the okay to drop the price of this vehicle to 40,500, but that's as low as we could possibly go. I mean, at that price, how can I say no? I mean, you're practically already handing it out to me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, awesome. We have a deal. You have yourself a deal.
As you just saw from a second ago from the sales skit, I used the how question to work in my favor by saying how can I potentially pay for that price or even finance the car with my poor credit score. This had the car dealer go and try and fix the issue that I was having with the extremely high price. This led him to go talk to his manager and try to negotiate with him to see if I could get that price lowered. Another technique that I use is how to say no without exactly using those words. By apologizing myself and acknowledging the car dealership hard work to try and lower the price, this had him feeling good about himself and went for a second try and have the price of the car lowered. Finally, I went into negotiation. Whenever the car dealer asked me how much am I willing to pay, I threw my low anchor. I gave him a fraction of what I was willing to pay. And through negotiation, I got a better price than he was offering me initially. That is it for this video. I only covered a small fraction of the tactics that were mentioned in this book. If you have time, I highly recommend that you read this book if you're interested about negotiation or how to build upon these skills. The book is called Never Split the Difference, Negotiate as Your Life Depended on It by Chris Voss. It's a great book. You're going to enjoy it just as much as I did. Thank you for watching my video.